I'm doing the course, okay, mindset course. It literally starts off with okay, psychological suicide. Got to kill your old self. He started it off. Okay, name a figure. Name a figure. What do you want to make? Future you. What? Because you have to determine and make an avatar for your future self, right? What does that look like? I can tell you right now. Okay, BMW. This old BMW I'm talking about. This next, it's in the near future. Okay, this is low level stuff, but that BMW, that's 10 to 15. That's 10 to 15. The overall trip, okay? Flying out perhaps, driving the gas, coolant, oil, just BMW, plus it's old. No. 10 to 15 grand, right? Because this is putting it into perspective. I'm going to list it out right in front of y'all. Okay, that built Honda that I'm going to build, I can get deep into that. That can be 5 grand. I mean, eBay Turbo Kit, that's a grand. If I really want to go up there, because I would want to build the bottom end and put a F22 head on that F23 block. Because y'all don't know about my car lingo. This is going to be my first legit, I'm talking about it. Bro, I'm so high frequency starting my morning off. But anyways, I could get into that when I make the video at noon today. Okay, the dream truck, 383 stroker, T56 6-speed manual. Okay, Roadster shop chassis. But that 383 stroker is special now. Okay, quadrajet, maybe 2 quadrajets because I need all that fuel. 13-to-1 compression, lightweight flywheel, lightweight forged rods and pistons. Okay, I want it to rev high. It's going to be a 10,000 RPM motor. That means expensive heads. Okay, because I want the power band to be linear. I don't want it to be a useless 10,000 RPM motor and then just fall off by like 7. No. The power and okay, the torque curve better look like this. Well, no, more like this. Yeah. And the power is like this. Just climbing. And once 10,000 RPM, that's when it starts to plateau. That's how I want the heads ported. The valve train ported, the cam. Because that cam is going to be... And a special exhaust. First C10 with 8-to-1 headers. Y'all don't know about that. I'll be the world's first. Okay, thinking about the shop, alright? That's 100 grand shop at least. But if I'm thinking about... Because this is the number I'm on right now. $250,000 a month. What does that look like? That is $3 million a year, okay? 250 is $250,000. 4 months. There's 12 months, so 4 times 3. You know, 3 mil. But realistically, if we go high, if we're talking about the Conan sex, okay, I love Agera RS. I love to own that car. Bugatti EB110. That's a lovely collector's car. I have that. Look at the progression though. If I start with the Cavalier, the 2004 Chevy Cavalier, camming it, that's $650, perhaps to $1,000 if I need valve springs, which that's cool. I'll take care of that. That's light work. 10,000 to $1,000. I'm not 10. What am I saying? 10,000 a month, bro. That's light work. By the time I'm making 10,000 a month, I'm gonna be paying bills for my parents. I'm gonna be paying the bro. I can help them pay off that car, the Kia, our current Kia. Set them up, water, reverse osmosis, higher quality meat, raw milk, all of these things, helping my parents out. Okay. My mom doesn't have to cook, because she cooks at work. And then she comes home and cooks for us. This sacrifice. Look. $250,000 a month. Let's put a time zone in it. I'm currently 18. I'm gonna be I might as well say 19. I can absolutely hit $250,000 by the time I'm 29. Realistically, right? Because if I go through this process and I make $10,000 a month, I'm documenting all of this. I'm going to have the personal brand. Once I start getting traction and I build the cars and live out what I have in mind, be authentic, be a man of God, preaching the ways, laws, rules, and principles. Because listen, right? People think the Bible is just a rule book. That's how they see it. Once you really get to know it, it's the secrets of life. It's how you're meant to live. Okay, the bull crap, normal, what people are normally doing my age, most people, okay, it's debauchery, evilness, wickedness, pointless sex, pointless drugs, pointless relationships, terrible friend groups, terrible standards for themselves. I'm getting ahead. 5 years, bro, no. My entire... Jesus was long-suffering. A man of responsibility. Holy crap. Can you even hear me? I didn't realize what I was doing. But listen. $250,000 a month. Okay, that means $3 million a year. Realistically, that's not enough if I want to be in the Pagani game. You think I'm going to work a year for a car? That doesn't sound right. So it got to go up to like 10 mil. 10 mil a year? Iman Gadzhi did it. Why can't I? By the time I'm 29, 100%. 100%. Because this is a long decade game, right? This is a decade game. This is going to be years and years of stacked up work, stacked up credentials, stacked up documentation, stacked up getting better and better cinematic quality with my videos. All of it. Because the shop, oh my goodness. The shop that I'm going to build. 100 grand if it's only one tooth post. The way I mapped it out, right? You have the 2-post lift on this side. And then full ceilings up to the tippity top. And then on this side, you have like a regular bay. And then above that on the second floor, because there's going to be stairs up to the second floor, then I'm going to have windows. That's going to be a cigar lounge office. Okay, red oxblood leather seats. Beige LED lighting. Lamps, whatever. Okay, mirror. 100-inch flat screen. Like, screw my... Okay, if my dad wants to watch TV, because he worked his butt off. He's working his butt off right now as I speak. If he wants to watch TV, he's going to be doing it in the lounge. And you can look out the window of the lounge and see the 2-post lift. And he can see his Chevelle. He can see my C10. Okay, realistically, because I know all these cars. FC RX-7, Mark III Supra, R33 GTR. Okay, my friend, he wants to build a inline 5 truck. Awesome taste. Okay, get one of them Audi inline 5s. 5 valves per cylinder, 3 intake, 2 exhaust. That's how they work. Interesting sound. That's an okay, the putt-putt. Y'all don't know about the putt-putt. Y'all don't know about the putt-putt. What is it, a 1995 Toyota Tercel, okay? Put a Hayabusa engine in it. Y'all know what a Hayabusa is? It's a street bike. A very, very powerful street bike. That car weighs like 100 or 200 pounds less than a Miata. So imagine, right? And you can turbo them. That thing is going to be a monster. A monster. Because this is the progression, right? I have to keep on doing the work. Y'all saw me in yesterday's video. I was like, yeah, I slept in. Your belief systems cannot contradict. Your actions cannot contradict your belief systems. If I believe that waking up at 4:30, me taking the cold shower, me journaling, me learning, me putting the hours of work in a fasted state, a state of ketosis with nootropics, okay?
if I think that's gonna bring me to success, and I'm not doing those things, what can I say? No wonder I'm not making progress. $250,000 a month. That's my number. That's my number. At least. Okay? It takes money. Property in the Philippines. Perhaps a property in Cape Town. I don't know. I'd have to see it. But I need money to go see it. Best believe I'm getting property. We gotta establish. It is a goal to establish a home base for my parents in the Philippines. It's very necessary. I think they're gonna have to travel a bit. My dad is gonna make a decision. Obviously, it's with my mom, but they're gonna make a decision for the area because they don't want to be near the city. That can be a city is a city, you know. I mean, we live near Atlanta. We know about traffic. We know about traffic. My dad doesn't want a very crowded place. So it's probably going to be a bit of a villagey place. That's dope. Good. Secluded. Get some good Wi-Fi up in there. I can work. $250,000 a month. I can reward my parents any food, any steak. A private chef for my mother, who's cooked for me my entire life. That's the goals. That's what I want for the people I love. Why settle for the people you love and care about? Why not serve the people who have served you? Why don't you want those standards for yourself? Because the reality is, you can do anything. Limiting beliefs are what's limiting you. Literally, bro. Limiting beliefs, my guy. I don't care how long this video. Y'all are gonna hear me yap. This is for myself. Once I'm making that money, I'm gonna listen to this video. Once I'm... All these cars in mind, dude. All of these. I play the video games. I know all these cars. Aventador, Super Veloce, Joyce. Or is it Joyce? Nah. Yeah. SVJ. Gintani exhaust. Which McLaren do I want? 720S? Yeah, that'll work. Let's go old school. What Porsche do I want? I want an old 911. A RWB, if y'all know what that is. A Ralph Walsh. I forgot what the last... Yeah. Wide body. Bro. I'm speaking to myself. This is the reality I see in my head. I see myself. This is a bit much, but I see myself shirtless, ripped, 180 pounds at least. Who cares? I don't know how tall I'm gonna get. I can get up to 6 foot tall if I really bulked, and it's my genetics getting there. I'm eating in a calorie surplus. And the last time I done this, I grew an inch. I went from 5'7" basically to 5'8". Barefoot speaking. I'm like 5'9". I might be getting taller as we speak. Because I'm in a calorie surplus. I'm tracking my calories. I'm eating what I need to eat. And I'm building muscle. I'm already weighing 135 pounds. Well, this morning it was 135.4. That's what I saw on the scale. Just a week ago, just 10 days ago, it was 130. 130. My body wants it. My metabolism is ready. Okay, the salt, the boron, we're doing what we need to do. Just think back to your lazy, terrible, unqualified, miserable self just 39 days ago. It's day 39. It's day 39. I'm limiting beliefs. Only you are limiting yourself. Your actions have to be congruent with those beliefs that are going to get you there. That's why I'm mapping it out. Okay? I'm only on the second module for the new Mindset Mastery course. Oh my goodness. Beliefs. You are where you are because of your belief systems formed by outside inputs, okay? Your brain is a sponge as a kid. Your parents, the arguments, okay? All that trauma, all of it their inputs or personal experience. We know the sky is blue because we have seen the sky is blue. It's very simple. As money, what influences? Your parents think, oh, well, prices are just going higher. We're victims. I can't do anything about this, but I just go to work every day. And by the time I go home, I'm tired. And I go on the couch and watch TV and not invest into. You should be in ownership. You should have ownership over something. That's the point of a job. I respect y'all that have a job. I'm so lucky I have all this free time. Free time. But I need to be spending it building something, building income, working. A man is to work. A man is of service. It is to later serve my parents, later provide for my parents like they have provided for me. High standards. A private chef for my... I don't care how long I'm finna yap. It's been 16 minutes. I don't care. The shop. 2-post lift. Let me list out the cars in order. First, the Cavalier. Then, well, arguably at the same time, the E66 V12 BMW. Then, the Honda Accord. Okay, that's a 6th gen. It has a F23 motor. It's an F23A1. That's what the motor is called. That later version, not the later, but the previous version, the F22, the heads have better compression. They flow more, which means more power, very simply. So I'm going to put that head on put the F22 head on the F23 block, okay? Get a turbo manifold, put a turbo on it, get the injectors, all of these things. I want to build the bottom end of the F23 so that's reliable. Forged pistons, forged rods. Very simple. Ready for 400 horsepower. Once I get it tuned. Okay? The BMW, that's very simple. Around $10,000 to $15,000 of straight piping it, driving it back home. Probably a trip to Atlanta. As in a video, I see a cinematic video of myself on YouTube. Personal brand. I see visions in my head. You understand? I see visions in my head. Music bumping while there's a shot of one of my homeboys filming. I don't care which David it is. What new friends, what new network I'm going to have. Okay, once I'm becoming this person of high standards, who do you think I'm going to attract? And I want to bring up those people around me. These two homeboys of mine, David Cooper, David Lopez. Yeah, I'm talking to you. What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your grandma? What do you want for your parents? All of it. What do you want for your future family, your future kids? What do you want the next generation to have? Why you should not be living for your self-pleasure. In 3 years, you are going to be forgotten. In 3 years, your haters are going to be forgotten. The earlier a man understands that he is to plant seeds for shade, for it to one day grow a beautiful tree and have shade for the next generations, then he is a responsible man, a true man leaving a legacy. It's not about how many girls you smashed. It's not about the drugs, okay? The foolery you do at 3 a.m. with your friends, smoking, whatever it looks like. That's not a legacy. That's foolishness, wickedness, waste of time of this beautiful gift. You woke up today. That is a gift. How dare you waste it like that? How dare I wasted all these previous years, all this previous time on the porn, on the games, all of this bullcrap while my dad and both my parents were working their butt off. How dare I? It's completely possible. It's been done before. There's higher echelons too. You think $250,000 a month is a lot? What do you have to say about the people who make 10 grand every minute? Every 10 minutes, whatever it looks like. It's possible. It is possible. I understand it is possible. And if I do what I need to do, over time, I'm going to be the person that literally lives out that reality. It's going to be, bam, first sale. Bam, $1,000? Whoa, oh my goodness. It's legit. I have proof of concept. And then it turns into, holy crap, I've made $10,000 this month. And then it's going to go further and further. And then I live out this plan. It's all set in here. It's all set in here. Do not forget God. That's the point I'm doing this. You can do it. Hardworking God. His principles. Celibacy. Who cares about the women? Okay? You are to one day be a father. Not one day be a sexual partner. No. I'm not settling for that debauchery. God has better standards. It is the better way to live. I'm not dealing with a soul tie. I'm not dealing with a Jezebel or demonic influenced women. I'm not dealing with that. I refuse. If you think I'm going to make the same mistakes, if you think I'm not going to kill off the generational lust, the generational financial struggle, you are dead wrong. It ends with me. If I end up yapping an hour, good. I'll be happy to watch this. One day this is going to be clipped. Yeah, I talked about this. Yeah, the date. What is the date? It is the 21st. 21st of April, 2024. Bro, it's coming soon. Real soon. I'll be 19 here in June. By 2025, I'm going to have that shop built. It's possible! The the same way Chris Williamson, he made his own niche for cinematic podcasting. I'm going to have a cinematic channel of self-improvement. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be me. I'm going to raise up the people around me. I'm going to serve those who have served me. You understand? I'm going to have high standards for the people I'm around. I'm not going to be around depressed people. Oh, smoking weed, no purpose. No. That's not a friend. A friend wants the best for himself and the best for the people around him. Switch that order, by the way. A man should put himself last. A man of service. That's why you work day in, day out. Who cares about the sleeping in? Oh, I need to be waking up at 4:30. Hell, maybe 3 a.m. I do know what it takes, but I gotta be living it out. Holy crap, dude. Think about it. Think about it, Jake. A Jesko. Koenigsegg Jesko. How much is that? 3, 4, 5 mil? You think I'm gonna work a year for? It's gonna come in levels. I'm gonna be a game changer for the generation of my family. You kidding me? I'm gonna have a clan. At least 5 kids. At least 5 kids, yeah. The standards I have for myself, the standards I have for my family, my kids, the next generation, my friends' families, all of this. You think I'm gonna settle? Settle is pain. Short-term pleasure, giving up, not trying. No. Unacceptable. I mean, think about how do these cars exist? Oh my goodness. It seems unfeasible. It's possible because it's been done. Look around. Look in LA. The Urus. I don't know. Urus ain't really me. I'm more of a RS6 kind of guy because I'm tasteful. Perhaps a Trackhawk. That's a bit ghetto of me, but hey. I'm not the type to build a Challenger or a Scat Pack or a Charger. I'm more of a Chrysler 300 type of guy. I'm more of the kind of guy to build the 5.7 Hemi. I've already talked about Gen 3 Hemis. But cam it, okay? Long tube, equal length headers, X-pipe. That's me. BMW, blah. E36 track car, E46 GTR, straight cut gears. I want to figure out, it's either going to be a 180-degree headers LS or a E92 motor. That V8, but I hear it lacks torque. So and it's going to be the GTR, like the body kit you see in Need for Speed. That's what I want. All of these things, these fun projects I'm going to share with the world. All these, don't even talk about the 350Z, Jake. Don't even think about that. Making a VQ sound good, not sound like a trumpet, a raspy trumpet. No, it's going to sound better than that because I have a vision in my mind. I have exhaust routing in my mind, special headers in my mind. I want to learn how to TIG weld. I want to be able to be capable of TIG welding and making my own exhaust. In that very shop I'm building with my dad, buying him a Chevelle. Pine green. Perhaps candy. We may match because I want my truck to be candy green with matte black racing stripes. The classic stripes. What do you want for yourself? You should take the time to literally, verbally work it out with yourself, with your mind. Kill that inner voice. You can't do it. You haven't done it before. Your parents haven't done it. I'll be the first. I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that. Oh my goodness. Pantera. I'm not a big Countach guy, but that Diablo I saw it was black and gold wheels I saw in a museum. That sounds pretty cool. I rock with that. Okay, we got E46 GTR. I mean, the progression literally is first the Cavalier. I'm going to cam that, have the exhaust, have it running. I will have gauges on it. I want to have live AFR gauge, which is air fuel ratio gauge. It shows oil pressure. No, it don't. Temperature gauge, I remember that, and oil pressure. And that's going to be on the A pillar. Yeah, that's A pillar. 3 gauges, those gauges. And then cams. And then lowering springs. Perhaps wheels. But I like the idea of brokey steel wheels. It's very legit as a first car. But I have that side pipe with the mid-length. The exhaust is all here. High flow cat. Maybe install that, maybe not. I don't know. I can use it for a future car. And then the Honda. Turbo kit that. And then the BMW. And then what is after the BMW? Facebook Marketplace muscle car. That car. Oh my goodness. Let me get the clipboard. I've talked about it before, but you see this? Valvetronic exhaust. One part is true dual with a chambered sound, and then the other one is a X-pipe sound. Long tube headers, equal length, of course, with a high compression. I want to be GM, so Chevy, either 305 or LS, but I want it old school, So 400 small block, 350 small block. That's more what I'm carbureted, of course. Cammed. That's the plan. High compression. At least, 12-to-1 compression. Sounds legit. And it don't have to rev high for this case. And then, what's after the Facebook build, Jake? What comes after? A lot of grinding. Do I build the shop? Yeah. I think next is having the shop built. Or getting my own place. Yeah. Because one day, I'm going to build the shop. And then I'm going to have concrete walls and a gate for this very property. Pay off the property with my help my parents pay off this property. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Shop's going to be built just right there. Then what? Ferrari F430. Analog Ferrari. Timeless design. Okay, analog gauges, old school DCT, dual clutch transmission. It's not the best by today's standards, but it's still. I mean, it's instant. It is instant. Shift point, paddle shift, ding, ding. Perhaps a drop top, yeah. F430, drop top. I've been yapping for 30 minutes. I can continue completely. Straight pipe. That flat plane, naturally aspirated V8 from Ferrari is phenomenal sounding. It is phenomenal sounding. What's after that? Perhaps an R8. No. Because by then, I'm going to have the Kia paid off. I'm going to be paying my parents' bills. I think I ought to buy them an X5, BMW X5. Open up the exhaust for my dad. Perhaps headers. X-pipe for sure. And some mufflers. Oh my goodness, let's not even... By then, we're definitely getting either a Mark III or something for David Cooper. I don't know. Perhaps, well, it depends about the other David, but we'll see. But this first chapters, it's all here. Because one day I'm going to have that twin turbo Sheepy Race R8. Sounding like that. Hearing that behind me, that 5.2 liter V10 behind me. I mean, there's so much smaller stuff I'm going to be doing too. I'm going to have that. I'm going to make the best drift lawnmower. Yeah, you heard me. It's going to be more of a tracky. Harley V-twin. I mean, all these, I want to learn how to weld. Have the shop built. Okay, property established in the Philippines. Taking my parents on vacations. What is it called? Marina Sands Bay. Something like that. In Singapore with the 3 towers and the highest infinity pool in the world. I believe it is. My mom wants to go there. We're going there. It's dope. I have a vision of me posting a Instagram story as I'm sitting there at night with the city skyline, the dark infinity pool at night in the city skyline. I have my laptop in my lap, and I'm posting a Instagram story of, don't forget God. You are to serve. You are to be a service. Talking about what I talk about now. It's not about the materialistic things. It's about serving other people, putting value out in the world, being an example, popularizing God's ways. If you think I'm going to be cursing and no, I'm not doing all this debauchery. I refuse. Hold me accountable, by the way. Because I'm human. But it's the determining factor is my relationship with God. Reading this, internalizing this, tattooing it on my heart. All of this. $250,000 a month. That's a good number. That's a good number for this first mountain. This first big main mountain. 250. I can take care of my parents. I can have a private chef for my parents. Okay? All the meat. Grass-fed steaks. Free-raised eggs. Raw milk. Highest of quality of butter. And private chefs. Vegetables. It is gourmet all throughout the day. And I want them to be healthy. Okay, that means a personal coach. Someone to train. Because my dad can look like he's 40 if he got to work. You can literally reverse age. The main determining factor for health is literally strength training, not cardiovascular. Strength training. That's the plan. The best for my people. The best. The same way God wants the best for his children. That's why he has these high standards. That's why in this manual for these vessels, this car manual for this vehicle, celibacy, love, joy, faithfulness, kindness, long suffering, all of these things. The best. The narrow path. Few will find it. The path that leads to heaven, because you've accepted Jesus into your heart, and it's not the works that saved you, but a reflection of your heart living out that what the Holy Spirit is brewing up inside of you. These standards, God's standards. You have a disgust for sin, a disgust for the porn, the gaming, the lack of purpose, being a sluggard, lazy bum. I'm hyped up right now. This is high frequency. Why am I high frequency now compared to the other days when I woke up late? I woke up early. 4:30 a.m. Journal. Water. Prayer. Proverbs. Setting my phone and keeping it in the closet. And then getting straight on the computer to start taking notes, because that's what I planned the night prior. You need to figure yourself out. You need to figure out the kind of person you're going to become. Figure out why you want the things you want. That's what's next. Kill off the old you fully, completely, and live it out. Every day you prove who you say you are. That means your actions have to be congruent with your beliefs. If I believe waking up at 4:30, okay, doing all this yada yada, journal, prayer, proverbs, nootropic, coffee, that's a nootropic. Cognitive function increase, that's what a nootropic is, okay? And I have to pee right now, so I'm about to end this. But think about it, Jake. I mean, these cars, they get up in the millions of dollars. These projects are 6 figures easy. A 5th gen Camaro, that's going to be 6 figures. Guarantee it, bro. Canned LS7, equal link long tube headers, X-pipe, Corsa, mufflers. It's going to sound amazing. And then I want a body kit, especially after watching Turbo. If you know, you know. Oh, crap. A Cobra kit car. RX-7. I want most RX-7s. FC RX-7 for sure. Pie cut exhaust tip. I see that. I see a 90s, cinematic 90s video to a, well, not a 90s, 80s video with an 80s song, a cinematic video at night. Initial D kind of themed with a 80s song playing. It's cinematic. Me in my probably white, maybe wide body FC RX-7 with a at least 3 rotor. I don't know if I should be 2 rotor, but turboed rotary engine. At idle, it's that's what they sound like, by the way. It's not me making farting sounds, but that's literally what you can look up what a rotary sounds like. Just look up RX-7 BRAP, like B-R-A-P. Type in RX-7 B-R-A-P, and you can hear the idle and the sound of a rotary. Mazay Formula. That man is making a phenomenal dream car. He's doing what I want to do, but he's not documenting it the way I want it. Like, he's being like kind of ghosty. He's just putting in the work, and then he says, "This is what I've done. This is where I'm at with it." He's very professional. I look up to that dude. I hope he's going to see me one day. He's going to take note of my future truck with the 8-to-1 headers, 383 stroker that revs up to 10,000 RPM, 13-to-1 compression, you know. 40 minutes. I mean, think about these things. Koenigsegg Jesko, Rolls Royce for my parents to be driven in. Private driver. Well, why not have these standards? Why not have these standards? Okay, my dad's Chevelle. What else did you want? We're gonna get the van running. Hell yeah, dude. That van could be bad. That big. That's a 240 cubic inch inline six. It's a shorter stroke, but a big bore. Yeah, I'm excited to get that running again. He worked in that van a lot. Perhaps a 383 stroker with a Pro Charger and his GMC Sierra. Who cares about gas mileage? We're going to have fuel in-house. E85, some high octane. Yeah. Race fuel, baby. Oh my gosh, just imagine the 350Z sequential transmission. A sequential transmission is like 15 grand, by the way. Perhaps paddle shifts. Pneumatic triggering. Think about these things, Jake. The whine of the straight cut gears. Both in the E46 GTR and the 350Z. The body kit, which I remember seeing on Instagram, there was a Christian body kit maker for specifically the 350Z. He says in it, I remember his bio, may I be remembered for not the cars, but Jesus. Living out Jesus' words and all. Phenomenal. I look forward to the partnership. I look forward to that kit. It was a pretty aggressive kit. Because these things, right? You are to work as a man. If you can later just invest into building what you want and you have a vision and a purpose for yourself, it's all different for each and every one of us. Like, it's very automotive based, as you can tell, for me. But think about these things, Jake. $250,000 a month is... It's doable. It takes a lot of work. I'm prepared. It's going to take years. I'm prepared. I'm going to document the entire journey. I'm broke right now. I have like $1,500 in cash right now. Yeah. Terrible. That's my capital right now. I got to save money. I've been buying a lot. Cotton sheets, maximizing food. I mean, we went to Aldi for the first time. $6.19. Let me put y'all on for organic grass-fed beef. That same beef is $10. Like this, I'm not trying to be scarcity mindset, but I'm putting y'all on some game. Okay, it's $6.19 at Aldi. And I know it changes every week, apparently. So, if you get there when you can. But, saving $4 each. I got 5 packs of... Basically, I got 5 pounds. So, 5 packs of grass-fed ground beef. And that's what I'm going to eat. Intermittent fasting until 1 to 2 p.m. That's the plan. State of ketosis, state of quality flow state. Nootropics while fasted is eggs boron nature. That's what I normally have planned. I'm not going to eat until I'll have my boron with lunch. But anyways, y'all hear me? This is a long video. I don't care if no one watches to the end. This is for myself. Let them know it's here. That I was talking about it back here. April 21st, 2024. This is documentation. Y'all are going to see me very soon. The world is going to know me in a couple years. YouTube for making the best dang cinematic videos for automotive content especially, but being a man. Working out, having a physique, being able to do handstand push-ups and go from a plank, of just like the plank, dude. Like going from this and then handstand push-ups, which I'm going to try that today because it's push day. I'm healed. 6 days of rest is so perfect. I'm itching to go to the gym or just work out. I don't have a gym membership yet, or I got to get my car running. But you understand, provide for my parents, provide for the people I care about, provide for my future people, my future wife, my future kids, the future next generation, all of this, okay? For the young men that were in the mess I was in with the porn, the gaming, lack of purpose, putting off their relationship with God and being miserable, they have dreams like I have dreams. Perhaps maybe even bigger than mine. I look forward to that. I want competition. Everyone is capable. You don't rise up to your goals, you fall to your standards. That's why I'm raising my standards and my principles and my systems. You fall to your systems. Waking up at 4:30 and legit preparing myself to be fueled by God's word, because man cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that comes out of the mouth of God. Okay, read my Bible in prayer, worship. High quality, I'm in flow state. Reset dopamine levels with my cold shower. Have the day planned out and my thoughts clear from the meditative journalate in the morning. Have the water, have my digestive system going. We ready for ketosis. By the time I turn this PC on and I get to work, I chug this, and this is the literal saying yes to the day's work. That's what I want this coffee to be. It is the decision. Let's get it. Get to work. Build that Shopify store. Film those creatives. Do those paid ads. And get this money. So I can later serve, so that I can honor God with that tithe and serve the people I want, and then put me last. I owe my parents so much. I'm going to do the best I can to repay him. I'm going to do the best I can to repay him. I'm a coward every day I wake up late. Such a coward. Now, I'm going to continue this video. I also have to pee right now, so let me upload this 47-minute video. Love you. Jesus loves you. Do not forget your dreams. Raise your standards to God's standards and to your dreams. It should be congruent with God's principles, laws, and rules. My goal, if I don't get married, I'm going to have an influence on the young men, future generations of the young men, through my personal brand, my YouTube channel, all of this. Because if I don't, because I'm 18 right now, right? If we're capable of living to 120 years of age, if we're capable, that means my goal is to be celibate the rest of my life. So if I'm 18 right now, that means my goal is to be celibate for 102 years. That's the goal then, if I don't get married and don't have children. Which, Lord knows, we got plans. But it will come in God's timing. It may not look like how I want it to look like. Best believe I'm going to look the best I can, be handsome, put together, set apart, the best of my ability. Physique, mentally, with my work, with my mindset, with me raising up people around me, all of this. A man is to serve, a man is to be of service. See y'all in the next one.